Good morning, guys, and welcome to the vlog. Today is a very exciting day because it is going to be our first egg cutting. I know we've been waiting a long time for this. You guys have been asking, when is it going to come? Well, today is the day, and it's pretty exciting. Remember when I've been collecting eggs and I had females that were bred to that crazy 7-gene pied? That male is a super orange dream yellow belly Enchi leopard pied. Oh, that's a mouthful, right? I could barely get that out. Now, he was bred to, on this one, actually an Enchi het pied. I know I had also kept a few just regular pied females, but this one is Enchi het pied. So we've got the Enchi gene in there for her and the pied, and then the male's got all of them. Let's just get in here and see what we may or may not be hatching. Oh my gosh, honestly, I feel a little rusty with this. It's been a few years since I've actually cut eggs. Just like everything, right? It comes back to you slowly. Just cut this little window here. Ooh, I can tell you right now, this one definitely has Enchi in it. Maybe yellow belly too. That is really pretty, really clean. Definitely doesn't have a pied in it or anything like that. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to tell until they're fully out, and I'm not gonna get them out. We're just gonna take these little peeks, but that's a really pretty animal. Let's see, our next one. Ooh, okay. What do we got here? This one here is actually more light than the first one. Definitely has a lot more blushing on it too. Ah, you know what? I wonder if this one is actually expressing more of the orange dream in it, because a lot of times they do, the orange dream does crazy things. The patterning on here, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of almost like a little tigery striped. Oh man, these things are really pretty. Once these things come out, usually within like a day or two of cutting, they will come out. And we'll see, but I tell you what, no matter what it is, that thing is gorgeous. The thing that makes it crazy is when you're dealing with these animals that have all of these crazy traits in here, sometimes it's a little bit harder until they're all the way out to even see what those double genes are. It's not like it's just one, but sometimes it could have 2 or 3 of those genes in there too, which is fun, but crazy, and it kind of makes it a little bit harder when you're trying to identify too. But that's all part of the fun, right? Is doing crazy things. Oh, we hit our first pied. All right. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, we have a pied, and I can tell you right now, this is a really super light one. It has really nice coloring. Oh, wow. Okay, this is gonna be a banger right here. I wanna take this out so bad. I'm not gonna do it, but this thing is going to be gorgeous. That one, I hate to say it, it might be a keeper. Channeling my inner Brian here, right? Crazy. Who would have thought that that's what I would be saying? Oh, that one, I can't even tell you how excited I am for that. 3 down, 4 to go. Let's see what else we hit. I'm so happy we hit that pied, especially the fact that, you know, it was just a het female bred to a pied, so that our numbers are lower for hitting versus if she was an actual pied. All right, this one here doesn't look to be a pied. Definitely, I think this one is showing a little bit more leopard traits. Hard to say. Again, it's so hard because I don't want to take these guys out. My guess would be maybe it has a little bit of yellow belly. Definitely, I think leopard, maybe even something else, but no pied, unless it's very small and I can't see it. Moving on to number 5. Oh, I see white. Oh. Let's see. Ooh, oh my gosh, this one is really, really cool. So the white actually I'm seeing is belly, and the pattern on this thing is crazy cool. Oh, okay, so I'm gonna say this one definitely has the yellow belly trait, because if you're familiar with yellow bellies, they kind of almost have like the lining that goes down each side of the belly. It's a very big characteristic in them. So this animal here is showing that. It also has a little bit of a wacky pattern. He's kind of laying like on his back belly, more side up. I don't want to stress him out, but he's gonna be very pretty. So maybe it's not a pied, hard to say, just the belly. Either way, these things are crazy. We're definitely gonna have to re-identify them once they're fully hatched because of all the craziness here. You know, if this was just a pied to pied, or say a pinstripe to a normal. That would be really easy to identify. Of course, first off the bat, I have to get this 7 gene male that could be the lottery of who knows how many. Make my life harder, but wouldn't be my life if it was easy, right? At least that's my motto. Let's see what this one is showing. Ooh, another really pretty pattern. I'm definitely seeing the leopard trait in here and some crazy light blushing in there too. I don't think it's pied, but it definitely looks really pretty. This is a really crazy clutch. I really had no idea what to expect in it. It really isn't disappointing me at all with what we have. So out of this, to have 1 pied so far, I say that's a win. I remember our first het pied ball pythons. The visual died, we had hets, and het to het, it took us 2 or 3 years to prove them out because we just kept missing the odds so many times, believe it or not. Hey, guess what? I got another pied. Look at this. All right, I got 2. This is really cool. So pretty, and again, the same thing. So this one definitely is showing a lot of characteristics like the dad. I'm really excited too because I have a female of all the same genes too that will be up to size next year. So we'll breed those 2 together. Talk about madness, right? This was an amazing clutch. I'm super stoked for what I can see we got, and I'm more excited for them to actually come out so we can truly identify the ones more than we already have. But I'm telling you what, this is a success, and I could not be happier with the results.
All right, so let's go check on the baby Uromastics, which are not really babies anymore. We affectionately named Alvin and the Chipmunks. It's because there's 3 of them. We've got Alvin, the big boss hoss over here. Now these guys are doing a lot better. When we initially moved them over, we were a little bit concerned about the temperatures. One of the things we kind of like ran into when we were switching over from the Reptarium to the Legacy is heat, temperatures, controlling for all of that. We just had to throw in a lot more light bulbs, make sure they have good UV. So obviously these guys are from like more arid regions. Heat and controlling, making sure they don't have too much humidity is important. But yeah, these guys are doing great. I mean, obviously he's not a little baby anymore. You can see he's huge. And because he's the male, he's got these beautiful, bright, vibrant colors. So he's kind of like a peacock. So you can spot the difference. She's the female. She's got a lot more duller colors. She's a little bit smaller in size, even though they all eat around the same amount. They're doing so great. They're being handled a bunch, so they're not very defensive. Another animal here that we kind of have to check on is Shakira. Shakira is up top, so I gotta bring a ladder with me. It's one of the fun things about here over at the Legacy, is you always need a ladder with you. Hi Shakira, hey girl. I mean boy, doesn't matter. She doesn't know, he doesn't know, he don't care. Shakira is a very naturally skittish animal, but has grown a lot. And hopefully they're handling you enough because you're still a little bit of a scaredy cat. Shakira's doing great, just as feisty as ever. Mwah. Go on, be free. All right, so this is Cherry Pop. So she is there taking in all of that UVB and heat. It's a really great little like perch for her to have. Cherry Pop, she is our Ackie monitor. Outside of Weasley, who's a juvenile Doomerals monitor, she is probably the smallest monitor that we have on display here at the Legacy and at the Reptarium. Weasley will get bigger than her, but he's just young right now, so he's a little bit smaller. She's great, she's fabulous. She is a fan favorite. Every time I'm here, people always ask to see her. So she's super used to being handled. As you can see, she's kind of just cruising, perusing, not really trying to run away or anything like that. You wanna see Cherry Pop? So hold your hands out flat like this. She is a little bit rough and spiky, but she doesn't hurt. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? You wanna pet her tail a little bit? Here, let me take her back and you can touch her tail. So that tail is actually really helpful in the wild. They'll use it like to whack away predators that are chasing after them. But she would never use it on us, right? Because she's used to us.
Can I hold her here?
Don't mind her nails, okay? What do you think? Is that cool? Yeah. Good job. Say bye, Cherry Pop.
All right, clutch number 2 here. And this one is a lot easier than that first crazy clutch because we've got some pretty straightforward genes and we've only got a few options of what can be in these eggs. So we've got an albino clown male to an female albino that's a het clown. So they're either going to be albino or they're going to be albino clowns. And all of them that are albinos are going to be het for clown because that's the way these genes work. So let's get cutting. I did lose a few eggs. I got a couple nasty eggs in here that I didn't pull out. I just left them. So what we are left with is 4. Let's see what odds we got out of these 4. Let's start with the first one. So what do we have here? This one looks like it is going to just be a normal albino. So let's move on to the next. From what I can see right here, this one actually looks like an albino clown. That's exciting. 2 out of the 4. 1 and 1 is pretty good. So let's just see what these next ones are. This one here. Hi, baby. Little head is right there. Oh, it's so cute. Depending on how they lay, it's so hard to tell. This guy is belly up, but looking at it, I don't know. It's hard to say. My guess is going to be that the ones I'm not sure about, I think are going to be actually albino clowns, because I think the patterning actually makes them a lot lighter than a normal pattern albino. This one I'm gonna guess has more of a normal pattern. So this clutch is definitely a little bit more difficult from the standpoint of they're either albino or albino clown. And without pulling them all the way out, I can't say 100% on the patterning of them. But if I'm gonna be a betting person, I'm gonna guess we have at least 2 albino clowns, maybe 3 in this clutch. So we'll wait a few days, let these guys come out on their own and see if I guessed correctly.
So an animal you guys haven't seen in a long time that we've recently got for legacy is we got 4 tomato frogs. These guys are super cute. We actually named them after 4 different kinds of tomatoes. Like, I don't know tomatoes that well. We have cherry, Roma, pico, and salsa because we like food and we kept the food names. So we had 4. I'm only gonna bring out 2 because I don't know how these guys act all the time. These guys have been doing great since we got them. They're really cool frogs. They like to hide all the time. So the only time we really get to see them is when we bring them out for people. They're so cute. How cool are these guys? It's been a long time since I've seen a tomato frog. So when we got these guys for legacy, it was really exciting. To me and Lori were like, absolutely, we want some. So now we have a set of 4 and they're all named after different tomatoes that I don't know the name of tomatoes because I don't eat that many tomatoes. Does that make sense? That makes sense, right? Let's go see what else we can find. Oh, should we do an update on the babies? Still no babies. No, I'm joking. So you guys have seen me and Lori did a little thing about this for the female Sanzinian tree boa, or the Madagascar tree boas. She is still pregnant, which is really, really exciting because we know for a fact she's pregnant now. But the only thing is it's just a waiting game. That is the one thing. It takes anywhere from like 6 to 8, sometimes 9 months with these guys. So it's almost like a full human pregnancy. She could have anywhere from like 1 really good baby to like 16-ish seems to be like a huge litter. And since she's not that old, I'm not expecting 16 babies. I'm kind of leaning more towards hopefully we'll get like 8 or 9 babies. But if I get 1 good baby out of this, I will be over the moon ecstatic. This was something that when we got this pair, Brian had talked about breeding. And so the fact that it happened so naturally, we didn't like try to breed them. Super happy that they're doing so well, and hopefully soon we'll have some little baby tree boas. Next thing I'm gonna show you guys is how the diamond pythons have been doing. So you guys know we used to have Ice Cube on display all the time over at the Reptarium, and he was a huge hit with a lot of people. So when we moved him over here, we did add his girlfriend Cartier, I don't know how you say it. How do you say it? Cartier. I think I said that right. So these guys are getting big. As you guys probably remember when we first unboxed these guys, they were so tiny.
Oh my goodness, they are beautiful. So this here is the male, and take a look at that right there. And here we go with the female. Oh, she is a beauty too. She's got a little bit more yellow in her, but both absolute rippers. I tell you what, these are absolutely beautiful diamond pythons.
And now, I'm not saying they're the 9-10 foot diamond pythons yet, but they're getting massive. And the other exciting thing is these guys are starting to lock up now. So we've seen it a few times in the mornings we come in, they kind of been chilling there locked up. So who knows? maybe one day we'll have some beautiful baby diamond pythons too. Let's go see if we can get some people to hold her. This is Cartier. This is one of our diamond pythons. Here, I'm gonna go like this. So now you have a diamond necklace. This is actually called a diamond python. And what happens is as she gets bigger, same thing with Ice Cube up there, all the yellows turn like pure white, like your shirt. So it looks like they're covered in diamonds. They're very, very rare snakes and they're super cool. You'll probably never touch one of these again in your life. Yeah, one of the chillest snakes that we have. And then her boyfriend's name is Ice Cube. Thank you. We tried. I can't always say Cartier, whatever, however you say it, but I also don't wear Prada, you know? And that's it, guys. That's all I really have. Everybody else is doing fantastic. Everybody's doing great here at Legacy. All of these animals have calmed down so much. Everybody is loving them, and I love their new enclosures, which is really fun because they get to do whatever they want and they get to live a full, happy life. I'm out of here.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.